everyone! My name is Rebecca Gyllenhaal, and I'm an editor here at Quirk Books. I'm here today to give you a sneak preview of one of our upcoming books, Stuff Every Coffee Lover Should Know, which is publishing on March 2nd. So this book is part of the Stuff You Should Know series, which Quirk has been publishing for 10 years and includes over 30 titles. These are adorable, pocket-sized books that collect all kinds of essential knowledge about different subjects, including tea, gardening, vegetarianism, wine, beer, golfing, sushi, and now coffee. Here is an example to show you their size. They're just so cute and compact. The author of Stuff Every Coffee Lover Should Know is Candace Rardon, who is a travel writer, illustrator, and tea and coffee expert. She also wrote a previous installment in the series called Stuff Every Tea Lover Should Know. And when she pitched the idea for a companion book about coffee, it was a no-brainer. Over half of Americans drink coffee every single day. But the world of coffee is so much bigger than just Starbucks and Folgers. Most coffee drinkers don't know very much about how coffee goes from bean to cup, or how to brew a delicious coffee in their own homes. And this book is here to change that. There are lots of books on coffee out there already, but this cheap, accessible, pocket-sized book is the perfect way to get insight into all aspects of the world of coffee without feeling overwhelmed or bogged down by too much detail. The book was written and edited over the beginning of the COVID-19 pandemic. So as a coffee lover myself, I used it as a guide and learned how to shop for coffee beans, how to select the right brewing method, and how to brew the perfect cup of coffee every time, since buying from my local coffee shop was no longer an option. I bought a coffee grinder and a scale as a result of editing this book. I learned how to optimize my French press, and it's been wonderful. I don't think I'll ever go back to buying coffee every day. So the book is divided into 4 sections, the first being Coffee Basics, which teaches you about the coffee plant and the chemical compounds that make it so delicious. It also teaches you about how coffee is grown and harvested, the difference between Robusta and Arabica beans, highlights from coffee history, and much more. The second section covers the different brewing devices and how to use them, including the AeroPress, Chemex, Mocha Pot, and French press. And the third section is all about coffee traditions around the world. One of the author Candace's amazing strengths is that she has spent the past decade traveling through more than 50 countries and falling in love with fascinating local coffee and tea customs. One of my favorite traditions included is Finnish kaffeost, which is coffee combined with another one of my favorite foods, cheese. To make kaffeost, bread cheese, which has the texture of halloumi, is cubed and placed in a container, which then has hot black coffee poured over it. As a result, the cheese cubes soften but keep their shape and float to the top of a mug to be a built-in snack as you drink your coffee. I've never tried it myself, but I would very much like to. And by the way, if you're a cheese lover, there's also a book in the series all about cheese, Stuff Every Cheese Lover Should Know by Alexandra Jones. I just love the cover of this book. Other coffee traditions covered in the book include the Ethiopian Buna ceremony, Irish coffee, cowboy coffee, Colombia's tinto, Mexico's café de olla, and South Indian filter coffee. And finally, the last section is about serving coffee and includes information about how to host a coffee tasting, recipes for coffee cocktails, and a rundown of the latest coffee trends, including nitro coffee, oat milk, butter coffee, and whipped coffee. Again, this book was edited during early lockdown at the height of the whipped coffee or Dalgona craze. So it was really fun to be able to include that in the book as well. And that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this preview of Stuff Every Coffee Lover Should Know. And don't forget, it's on sale on March 2nd. Thanks for listening.